Weddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's hashtag Anime Nerdigan review is going to be for Renai Boukun Season 1, Episode 3, titled I Can Handle This Myself X Wassup. And before we get to this review, let me just briefly cover how I do my anime reviews, because they're a little bit different than your average anime tuber. So basically what I do is, while I'm watching the anime episode, I have the corresponding manga chapter, because this is supposed to be a manga to anime adaptation. I expect it to be like the manga. So if it is not following the manga, I will basically call it out, or just about everything out, with the exception of word changes. Now here's the thing with dialogue. With dialogue, if the context of the dialogue in the anime doesn't follow what the context in the dialogue of the manga originally intended, then I will call it out. Another thing with dialogue is that if in the manga it's a statement and in the anime it is a question, then yes, I will definitely call that shit out as well. And facial expressions seem to be a problem too lately in anime. Anyway, let's get to this review. So this episode starts in chapter 7 of the manga, and the first portion of it, like before the opening music, oh my god, it was perfect. The dream sequence was beautifully animated. I was very happy with it. It matched the manga panel for panel, aka scene for scene. It was just, or frame for frame, I should say, not scene for scene, frame for frame. It was fucking perfect. I was so happy. Like, even the dialogue was perfect. The animation was beautiful. Oh my fucking god. I was very, very happy with this. And then after the opening song, it was really, it's still going well. And then when Guri runs into Akua, this is where the problem is in the dialogue. It's more like, the problem with it was when Guri came out of the shower, what she said ended up being about like how nice the shower was. It said it was she had it as a question in the anime. In the manga, it was a statement. What she said in the manga was, yeah, nothing like a hot shower to start the morning off right. And then when she realizes that, after, she's like, she and Akua are like, who the hell are you? And she says to Guri says to Akua, you must be Seiji's sister. No, in the manga, she was like, could you be Seiji-san's little sister? It should have been a question, not a statement. But I am fine with when it comes to the word changes about, she says in the anime that, Guri says in the anime that she's Seiji's girlfriend. In the manga, it's lover. I don't know if I should be bothered by that, but because there's kind of a difference between lover and girlfriend. I feel like it should have been lover, but so far, like, I gotta say, this episode has been so much better than the previous 2 episodes of this anime, and it makes me feel so much better, because this manga is great, and I really have high hopes for this anime, so I'm just hoping this keeps up. Ugh, it just they cut this part too, like right before Seiji comes into the bathroom. What Guri's supposed to say is, and this was cut and I don't understand why, was I'm the angel who's come to live here. I was like, why did you not mention that? Like, why did you cut that? You were doing so well, anime. Like, meh, this is not fair. You kept the comedy. Thank you, anime. And the comedy I'm referring to is when when Seiji comes in and he's like, why are you nude? And the facial expression is so perfect. This makes me very happy. Like, Renai Boukun, thank you for giving me hope in anime. I thought it was just Natsumi, the Book of Friends, that was giving me hope. This anime is definitely giving me hope too. And I don't mind I especially don't mind the dialogue being different here in regards to what Guri says in response, because she says in the manga, it's all right, it's not like the readers can see anything, but it's fine where if that's not mentioned. I kind of wish it would have said, it's all right, it's not like the viewers can see anything or the audience can see anything. That would have been really nice to have, because it would have been a cool, to play off the joke. But it's okay. I will give it a pass for not mentioning, us as the viewers. Of course, they cut this out, which was really fucking hilarious. Which was, take a closer look. Behold the mysterious light rays. It's like this. It's still funny, but it's like the scene itself, even without it, is still funny. But it just would have made it even more funny. And Seiji's "quit it" was cut, which I wish it was there. But like the facial expression though was fucking brilliant. I love it. So they added this dialogue with Akua and Guri, and I'm kind of annoyed by it because Akua is just supposed to be disgusted by this. She's supposed to be thinking about, Seiji Kun's future wife. I still love that, and Guri's, just continuing flashing while this is going on, while she's thinking about it. And then Akua says, disgusting trash. And well, that's a new expression. And I wish, they would have not had this dialogue. That kind of just was a waste to me. Because I got a feeling, unless they just do, because the thing is, and this bothers me about anime. Okay, here's the thing. Let me rewind for a second. Here's the thing. Unless it's like My Hero Academia, where they're just adding a little filler to fill the chapter that they're just focusing on one chapter, filler shouldn't be there. And another thing is, if you're gonna do filler, at least do it to where it actually fits the character. And right now, this does not fit Akua's character, because Akua is just supposed to be angry and bitter towards what is going on. So I just don't like this filler. She just is supposed to be ignoring everything at this point in the manga. Later on, she will start talking to the girls and stuff, and to Seiji again, but not right now. It kind of bothers me that this little dialogue is there. She should just be getting all pissed off more than anything, just thinking about what's going on. I'm curious especially those that are reading that have read the manga, are you guys kind of annoyed with this little bit of filler that's going on, or are you fine with it? And then all of this is cut out too. You cut out all of this, you added this little filler shit and cut out this portion of Guri's dialogue. Was this. Phew, I kind of expected Seiji-san's little sister to be more forthcoming, but she's pretty cute. And then Seiji says, geez, don't go getting the wrong idea. You can't just go wander into another person's home and use their shower and then do some shampooing. I don't care that you have Guri's cute little face. And to add to that, Akua saw you. I amount to garbage in her eyes. And then it goes to where the anime's dialogue starts. So, Renai Boukun, what the hell? You were starting off so well, and you just really screwed the pooch here. You could have kept some. You really screwed the pooch right now. You didn't even have Akua call him garbage. What the fuck? That's what she calls Seiji for a good portion of the manga. She does, and it's just what the fuck, guys? Seriously? I will say this, I did like the toothpaste in the eye. That shit was funny as fuck. I love that. At least they kept that. That shit was funny, and that was animated really nicely. Oh, and they cut, as, Seiji's about to go into his thing about Akua, you cut off the first portion of it, which was, well, it was a few years ago. Really? Why are you cutting the shit off now? Come on, anime. Seriously? So you're really gonna even cut this off? Like, what the fuck? So this was completely cut off. And what Seiji said was, I was a pretty sad brother, but that's enough digging up in the past. Don't go poking around. Where'd she go? Don't get, hold on a second. Let me make sure this is there in my notes. But before I do that, it's like, I want to mention this too, because this is not the only anime that's doing this. Busu Shoujo Mechanicalism, I noticed, was doing this. Like, I've noticed that, like, within the first few minutes of the anime, or like a certain just time portion of it, it just doesn't, like, it's just, like, really screwing up. And when it comes to matching the manga, to being a manga to anime adaptation, and then for, like, the rest of it, it just works. So I don't understand what the fuck is going on right now in anime. I really don't. I especially don't like what's going on with Renai Boukun right here. Like, where it just is randomly just cutting off everything. I don't understand it. It especially screwing up Akua's character. I just don't like it like this. I really don't. They even screwed up, they even skipped the scene where, the next scene where Seiji is supposed to run into the class, and he says, in classroom, he says, don't get any wrong ideas, Guri. And, Akane is there with her blade, and she's like, what's wrong? And then it's supposed to go to, the stuff with, Akua. So I'm like, what is going on, anime? What are you doing? So what the anime did is it basically skipped to lunchtime, and he's not. And what the fuck? Seiji's supposed to be having lunch with his friends, and this is what the scene's supposed to be doing. I told Guri too much about Akua-san, or about Akua. Sorry, no, there's no san there. I hope I don't get hurt like last time. Don't go bad-mouthing Guri-sensei. This guy. Yeah, it's bad enough that you already have Hiyama-san. What's with that tone? You guys are brainwashed too. Anyways, Guri's, and then, Akane comes with, the food, the lunch, saying, still talking about, that chibi monkey, and that's, pretty much, correct in the anime, but, like, I'm just, like, thinking, why isn't Seiji eating lunch with his friends? That's not cool. And of course, what was going on when, the box lunch was open, there's the, wow, awesome. And then, Akane says, I got a little carried away. This is such a, high-level lunch. And then one of his friends is like, Hiyama-sama's, box lunch. Scram! Yes, ma'am. Why is it I thought we had something, but now I'm just feeling oppressed? That cold look is unbearable. What a couple of idiots. And then, let's eat it together. And then the anime goes back to following the manga. It's just like little things like this that kind of frustrate me, because it's like, this shit is kind of funny. Like, come on, man, seriously. Another line that was cut was what Seiji said was to Akane was, I always wondered what it was like at Akane-san's house. Let me see. He says, yeah, and there's a thought that says, or Seiji thinks, I feel I'm being avoided. And then his friends are like, that darn Seiji. And it's like, come on, guys. I mean, I'm happy that some of the comedy is here. It feels like, to me, like, what Renai Boukun is just really making me think of is of Tsukumomo in a way, because Tsukumomo and Renai Boukun, like, they still have some of the comedy, but some of the comedy has been taken away from it, and it just kind of is frustrating to me, and it really reminds me of why some anime annoys me, or why anime annoys me, and why I prefer manga over anime most of the time, because I feel like some of the comedy that's taken out of it, it feels like it drains its soul in a way. You know what I mean? I gotta say, out of all the facial expressions, even though this anime has been doing really well on the comedic facial expressions, like when, after Akane accuses Seiji about being guilty and he's kind of choking. Like, the facial expression there just is not what it should be, like, compared to the manga. Like, the manga, it's, like, kind of funny. He's just like, oh, he's choking, but, like, how the shading is done and, like, the facial expression is completely different. And it's kind of disappointing because this anime is done really well with facial expressions. So it's just like, come on, man. So this portion here when you know, he's telling, when Seiji's telling Akane about what what's going on with Akua and Guri, it's kind of wrong here. So what it is here, right? It's a mystery that she hates me and Guri's taken interest. Well, whatever the reason, she is a real concern. Just the way it was worded in here in the anime, I just didn't. It just kind of was weird. I just didn't like it. And this, and then it was mentioned in the anime. Seiji asked Akane in the anime, if Akane and Suzu, or not Suzu, fuck, why did I say Suzu? If Akane and Yuzu get along, but that's not what it says here in the manga. When the manga, what Seiji says is, that's it. Why don't I do whatever you guys do at your house? You and Yuzu are always together. Hold on a second. So, like, I waited for a little bit to see if we were gonna even get the shenanigans that Guri did with Akua. But they completely fucking skipped it. I can't fucking believe that you skipped it, anime. What the fuck? So what happened was, basically, Guri went to Akua's junior high martial arts thing, and Guri is all dressed up in the gi and stuff, and she's like, "Let's do this." Hey, yeah. And Akua's like, "Oh, it's you from before. It's Guri. Why are you here? I'm just wondering why you hate your brother so much." What? I know that there are sisters that love too much, but why do you hate your brother so much? Why should you care? But I'm interested. But really, is it okay? Besides you, there's that girl, the violent one who attacked me. Huh? So yeah, that dialogue that was mentioned earlier in the episode in the bathroom, yeah, it's kind of supposed to be mentioned here. Wasn't supposed to be mentioned in front of Seiji. So anime, you kind of fucked that up. But anyway, sounds like Akane's san. Huh? You know her? Yeah, she's one of Seiji-san's lovers. Yeah, not girlfriend, lovers. She's pretty cool, right? There's also one more person that's Seiji's lovers. Yeah, so all that dialogue that was in the bathroom that you kind of made filler, really, wasn't supposed to happen until the dojo. So instead of having the girl bonding time, you made it kind of awkward by talking to Akua talking to Guri while Guri is naked. Like, that just, oh my god, that was fucking stupid. And then Akua is like 3-timing, huh? But the thing is Akua wasn't the thing that bothered me the most about that scene in particular. I'm sorry, I have to go back to it, but was Akua didn't initiate the conversation like she did in the anime in the bathroom. No, Guri was the one that did it. So I don't understand, because like the way the anime did it really fucked up Akua's character to me, like her behavior. But anyway, well, her reasons are a little different. He's not really her type. She joined him willingly, just as I thought. Why is Onisama, and then there's the little thing here, just as I thought, huh? I hate him, that good for nothing. Where are you going for a run? Don't follow me. Ah, yeah, I'm not good at running. It seems that there's a lot of other reasons. And then that was, all of that shit was cut. And I don't understand why you just decided to put, like, that dialogue, that girl bonding time that Guri had with Akua right in the fucking shower scene. That just, to me, that did not make any fucking sense. I don't get it. I'm curious what you nerdigans thought about that as well. That kind of pissed me off just a little bit. Okay, then when, oh my freaking god, this dialogue here. I know I said I wouldn't do mention dialogue changes, but I got, or more changes in the dialogue, but I have to here. So what Yuzu says in the anime is just completely different from what was mentioned in the manga. She said in the anime, "What great luck that I would find you here." But in the manga though, she says, "I haven't seen you in 100 years, my kindred soul." Then Akua's like, "Who are you?" And then you see the middle schooler pointed at Akua, and senior high schooler pointed at Yuzu, and then Yuzu says, "It's your comrade Yuzu." And I'm just like thinking, well, like, just that dialogue was just kind of funny though. Like, she's calling her kindred soul, and it's been 100 years. Like, come on, man. Like, that shit got kind of ruined. So, like, this little funny thing that goes on when Guri shows up with Yuzu, like, this kind of got messed up too. So, up to after hearing about Akua-san, she couldn't help but laugh. That was there. It was said differently in the anime, but it was right. But this is when it started getting messed up. I'm gonna read what it was supposed to be in the manga, or what it was supposed to be in the anime. This is what it is in the manga. "So there's a hatred that runs through families. Just as I thought, there is someone who shares what I believe. She wouldn't shut up, so I brought her here." Yeah, that was basically cut. All Yuzu basically said in the anime was that that Seiji basically deserves to have a sister who hates it. I was like, that's really kind of fucked up. Like, come on, man. Then they cut off Yuzu's little thing here, and I'll read what they cut off. I'm gonna start it right here. "Is he filthy, lazy, or rude around the house? Did he destroy your building blocks or poured flour on you as a kid? I need anything weird." And Akua's like, "Wait, is he doing back alley deals with some shady men? Or maybe you hear explosions in the middle of the night? Or possibly you see a different woman coming out of his room every morning?" But then living with that type, then that part was right. But then living with that type of brother must be pretty harsh. I feel bad for you. But then this line from Guri, I think was skipped. Hold on a second. Let me just double check. Yeah, this was skipped. When Guri says after that, "But Seiji-san is a nice person, isn't he?" I mean, isn't that being a bit hard-headed? Isn't that being a bit hard-headed? Wouldn't you like to hear about all the times he looked after her? Didn't Seiji-san just save you the other day? That may be true, but like I thought that man. And then Akua said, she says shut up in the anime. It was just shortened. But Akua says, "Why don't you just shut up?" Like, I just don't understand like why this was cut. I kind of wish it was there, because the bantering stuff is what kind of makes this manga, brings life to this manga, is the bantering, especially with Yuzu. Like, I love Yuzu. That's just what Yuzu does, is she rambles all the fucking time, and I love her. Oh my god, the facial expression, like when Stolas showed up, and the scene when Stolas showed up, and Yuzu's facial expression and her response was perfect. Like, why can't the rest of this anime just like be like that fucking scene where everything just matches the fucking manga? I have to ask, like, why? And fuck, even Guri's response is perfect too. Well, then, and also fucking Akua's freaking reaction, the facial expression was perfect. Like, why? This is what I want from, like, Tsukumomo, especially. Tsukumomo is where I have the problem with facial expressions when it comes to the animation. Like, it's so fun. This anime is so good at facial expressions. It makes me so happy. But of course, there was that missing thing from Guri where she's like, "Akua-san?" And then she says, "Wow, this is super interesting." But something that I wish they would have done, though, was when Guri said, "Honestly, don't say such unrealistic things like demons," and have I wish they would have had the arrow that pointed that said angel, like, because that would have just been funny as fuck. But anyway, I gotta say, like, this is what I can't stand about anime right now. Is like, there's just like there's like a period of time, a portion of the anime where it's just like, fuck, it frustrates the hell out of me. And then the rest of it's like perfect. It's like, why can't the whole thing be perfect? Is that too much to ask? I guess it is. Well, I'm kind of disappointed that they screwed this. You were doing so well, anime. You were. But what happened was, after Yuzu was saying, this is bad. She actually said Stolas is back in the manga. In the anime, she couldn't even complete the fucking sentence. But then in the manga, like, everyone starts to panic. What? Stolas? The nightmare is going to happen again? That nightmare is going to happen again? What? He escaped? How can this? Hurry and hide the kids. Everyone run for the hills. Bad news. And then, Yuzu trips. Like, I really would have liked to seen the panic. Like, and shit, that would have been nice to see animated, but it's too much to ask, I guess. Okay, this was going so well, but Yuzu, anime Yuzu, you were wrong. You said, Akua is still there, but in the manga, you said, well, I ran when it appeared, so, yeah, you kind of fucked that up. And are you going to chase after it was cut from Yuzu's dialogue as well. Another thing that's been bothering me that a lot of anime's been doing, especially in particular, and more particularly Fukumeki Noise, is during, like, and also, you know what, I'm also going to mention Busu Shoujo Metabolism, they did it too, is, like, there's no dialogue in the flashbacks anymore, and I don't understand why, and also they cut, like, a lot of the inner monologues off. It's really annoying, which this is, especially for Akua, it's really important for this particular scene. And this is what was cut. Who am I kidding? Nothing's changed. I'm still weak. Why am I doing this? And then we see the scenes. Whoa, so strong. These ladies are strong. Big bro, do you like strong girls? Yeah, ones that can even be guys. They're super cool. And, like, I don't understand why you cut that dialogue out in particular, because that actually explains why Akua does judo and shit. Alright, I'll become strong too. Akua, you're weak and quick to cry. I don't cry. That's why. Yeah, girls with twin tails. What are you saying? Short-haired girls are the best. That's why, and that's why she cut her hair. Let's play, big bro. Sorry, I'm going to play with my friends. Why don't you go play at home? All I wanted was for you to look my way. And then we see, the thing with the scene with his harem, basically. And this happened in this week's Busu Shoujo Metabolism's episode of Busu Shoujo Metabolism with the characterization of Empress. They just, like, completely cut it for the most part. They, like, had a few things from it, but that was mentioned in the manga, but they completely cut her her self-reflection and her background, her background, because we find out a little bit more about her in the manga, and it's just really frustrating, and I can't stand when anime does this, and I thought Renai Boukun was better than this. I really honestly did, and it's really pissing me off right now. I'm gonna make sure I add this argument to or add this little point to my anime rant video when I get to it. But yeah, that's just something that I really can't stand about anime right now, especially recently, is that they're cutting out characterizations. It's just frustrating the fuck out of me. I don't know if you nerd, especially those that read Renai Boukun, are you guys as frustrated as I am about how Akua's character basically got cut in the sense? And what I mean is, like, her background, her characterization, so to speak. I love that we have, when the penguin is taught, the penguin's dialogue, it has, what his eyes say. I'm so glad that it's there. Oh my fucking god, I'm so glad that it was there. I was worried that they weren't going to add that, but they did. They kept it. I am so fucking happy. This scene is goddamn perfect with the penguin. And I loved Guri's costume too. I love how Guri interacted with the penguin. It was so perfect. I love it. Like, this scene is so perfect. And then, like, when we see Guri, like, her face is, like, all pushed in, and it's just like, yes! Because remember, Stolas used peck on her face, and it was super effective, and like she can't see. It's just like, and like I love it. And I think my favorite of the Stolas, the Stolas facial expression was when he said it's time to mate. I fucking love it. That was my favorite facial expression of Stolas. I love it. The only thing that was missing from this part to make that prevented it from being perfect was I wish Guri would have sat up and was like, would be like, I can't see. That would have been so fucking hilarious. I would have been busted a gut if Guri was just like, I can't see with her face all smashed in. Oh my god. Like, why did you do that? That shit would have been so fucking epic. Like, I'm so mad. But like this, I got, again, this animation and the facial expressions are fucking perfect. Sugimomo, you need to start taking notes, man. You do. Why did you cut this Stolas line? Why? You had all of them, but you cut this. Oh my god, I don't fucking get it. This was the Stolas line that was cut. Penguins can't fly, but now the time has come, says his eyes. Why did you cut that shit? You were doing so well with Stolas. When they did the shot of when Seiji and frickin' Guri said he flew, that was fucking awesome. And because Guri's face is still smashed in. Oh, so awesome. Oh, that makes me just that alone makes me so happy. This line was cut and it's not fair, which was, yeah, I called him a pedophile and they jumped right on him. Like, why? Why was that cut? Why? But I gotta say, Akua looks just so goddamn adorable right now. She freaking does. I love it. I love her with the piggyback riding on Seiji's back. So cute. But they cut this, and it's not fair, because, like, again, you're cutting comedy, and it's really annoying, because you have the time. Especially if they would have just did this chapter for an episode, which I would have loved, they cut this part, which was funny, which was in the manga, and it's funny. Seems that she doesn't want to walk after jumping out of that tree, and then Akua whacks Seiji, and she says, just shut up. I mean, like when Seiji says to Akua that I'll never change, I'm your big brother. It's a statement in the anime, but in the manga it's actually a question, which is I really haven't changed that much. I'll always be your big brother, right? And I'm like, what? Then this thought was cut out as well, or no matter what happens, your big brother will come running to the rescue. Like, come on, man, why are you cutting shit? This was completely fucked up. Like, you cut this out, and I don't understand why. Because Guri says here, after she says, you really love your brother, don't you, Akua? She says, if that's the case, then I'll just add Akua-san to Seiji-san's harem. No, you don't. And Akua's like, what? And then Akua says, who do you think you are? You just hang out with trashy women. I hate you, idiot. Like, the way that she said it, the dialogue that was in here for that particular portion of the anime, it was just really freaking messed up. Like, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, come on. Like, this is just ridiculous. Okay, so then basically Guri says to Seiji, in the anime, let's go on a date with me on Sunday, but oh my fucking god, this is not what happened at all. So you basically cut the last part of chapter 7 out, and then the first portion of chapter 8 is completely cut. So let me go over what happened in the last portion of chapter 7. Akua, welcome home, and your brother? I don't know. Meow, Blue, come here. Meow, who does he think he is, that idiot? Blue, yeah, haha. As soon as I come back to Earth, I find myself embraced by a young woman. I must still be in heaven, right? Ha! Akua, is it Stolas again? And then we get to the first part of chapter 8, which is, yeah, here we go. It's not something to laugh about. It made me angry. You hear me? Ino-san, I heard you, so please get down. It's scary. Geez, what happened for you to come here so suddenly again? Because of you, Akua hides in her bed. Blue is the ratio of couples in each district according to Heaven. I entrusted you with the task of supporting Guri. Why is it that from there on after the ratio of gay couples has suddenly risen? That's Guri's fault. Yeah, it is really, really fucking high. It's your duty to stop Guri's delusions. I'm going to change you, Guri, and like, like his thought like shows fucking Seiji turning into a Super Saiyan. Well, I'm just getting dragged around for her own convenience. I didn't say anything like that. To begin with, I thought it was okay. No matter how we found the couple candidates. I didn't know how it was to live together with your lover since I never went out with anybody. You're a more useless human being than I thought. Hey, apologize for that. Well, today is the long-awaited Sunday, so do you want to go out for a bit? Huh? Now I see. Oh, right. There's a lot of couples on days off. That's right. Couples come gushing forth just like if you turned over a stone. It's perfect for our investigation. Don't say it like there's some sort of insects. Maybe you'll change your view on real-life couples, like those guys. You wouldn't want to go out with just guys on a Sunday. I'm scared of reality. I'm scared of reality. That's what they said. I see. It's unusual for Guri to engage in her work so positively. I have to go somewhere for a bit. Hey, I'm back. It was extremely empty. Yeah. That was everything that this anime just skipped. I don't fucking understand this shit. Like, this is when I really start really hate anime. Especially when they claim to be manga to anime adaptations when obviously they're not. And this part was skipped. After the autograph stuff. What was it? Shit. Alright, let's go back. Hey, wait. Do you want one too, Seiji-san? If we go now, we could get you an autograph right away, you know. I saved up a lot of books, too. You're saying something miserable. That's not it. Did you really just come to town for that? Yeah, clearly. And then that's when Guri puts on the leash. It's like, the anime doesn't even say why they're really in town. They're really in town to do research. It's like, come on. Like... And when Guri says that she feels like some sort of pet, why doesn't she not, like, have the pet costume on like she does in the manga? Like, come on! Anime! And Seiji in the anime says, you're not entirely wrong about that. And what Seiji says in the manga is, this is an order for you not to run away, since you're likely to. We should have thought this sooner. Yeah, really. Then, like, Guri is talking about the date and in the anime, but they're not a date. What Guri says here, moreover, we blend into our surroundings like this. It's like camouflage. So it's like camouflage? Let's do it. And Seiji's like, we're not blending in. Are those cosplayers? Is that a cat on his head? Speaking of, there's no cat. Where the fuck is he? I'm just being manipulated, no matter if it's Guri or Akane-san. Fucking, like, but we have yet to see Kolari. Like, where the fuck is he? Seriously. And then Kolari says, how is it, Ino-san, did you already find a hit for our couple candidate? That's scary, so could you please stop it, Kolari-san? Why is that? At the moment, my head's getting chilly. Come to think of it, weren't you also, an angel, Kolari-san? On the contrary, do you want me to give you a hint, though? I don't get it. I don't have any interest in the love affairs of lower beings such as humans. You mean, well, as a Cupid, I know things things by instinct. Cupid, you say? That's the latest trial machine of Hatsumi Game Projection. It was installed in the store over there. Hold on a second. We don't even get to see them do any of the stuff they do on the date. We don't get to see it at all, which is even more frustrating because they do actually do a lot. I'm going to continue where I left off here. Maybe the new design figure for Tekcho's UFO catcher. That's not going to happen. Even Guri displays some kind of power once in a while, even if she acts out of a different instinct. Yeah, right. Over there, there's some super rare merchandise. She's so energetic. That over there. If I had a manual or something, I'd fully understand it. Oh, that one as well. Whoa, that's no way. It's Akane-san. Huh? Akane-san here in a place like this? What should I make for Seiji-kun this time? Hey there, sweetie. Are you alone? Want to have some fun with us? Move it. Yes, ma'am. Whoa. If I'm found here by Akane-san right now, I'll be killed for sure. It's Seiji-kun. Were you in the middle of cheating on me with the little monkey? I see. But wait, if Akane-san's here, then Oni-sama in casual clothes is also beautiful. I knew it. Yuzu-chan. So we didn't see Yuzu-chan. We didn't see Akane. Like, what the fuck? She's looking. Crap. Whoa, it's Tencho's cartoon character costume. It's rare. Be quiet, idiot. Shish. If it's come to this, I'd rather explain the situation, but it's unlikely they'll listen. Yuzu coming closer. Akane coming closer. Then Guri says, since today I'm on a date with Seiji-san, let's run away so they don't get in our way. After, of course, he says, Guri, you said it's an investigation and not a date. Seiji-kun's voice? And Aino-san's voice? And then we get back to, now the anime is actually where the manga is, and there's no Colaris or anything. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just don't get it. I really don't. And also, I'm beat. I can't run any further is a cut from the dialogue as well. Like, I don't understand what, like, Renai Boukun, why are you ruining one of my favorite mangas right now? Like, seriously, this is just getting really annoying. And also, then Guri's like, we don't get to see like Guri just staring at the ice cream, like, and like, oh, she wants that ice cream back. And Guri says, is it okay if I go and buy some ice cream? Do what you want. And Guri's like, give me the money, please. Why? How carefree. Ayino-san, is it okay if I go too? Huh? The instincts of Blue-san, whose body I borrow, are at fault. Well, it's pretty embarrassing. I can't help it. It's okay if you go. Even Greece's boss, Kalari-san, is like that. Looks like he's having fun. I'm going now, but this isn't my intention. Oh, that's good. There's so much skipped. There really are a lot of amazing couples here. My small shoulders are all alone. Is it okay to just use one couple for our observations? But staring them intensively just makes me look like a miserable person. Seiji-san, I'm back. Just what kind of shape are you in? Here, that's Seiji-san's share. Oh, thanks. How thoughtful of you. Phew, that was delicious. We didn't even get to see, like, Guri just down all that ice cream. Did you, gulp it down in that frame of a second? Geez, I wouldn't be surprised if your stomach bursts. Come to think of it, I didn't choose chocolate mint. Are you still not satisfied after eating that much? It's mine, so I'm going to eat it. And then, Guri kisses, Seiji, and she's like, hey, gotcha. Wow, that was delicious, and you ate it in an instant again. I haven't seen Kalari-san. Thank God he's still in trance. Geez, if I get angrier, I'll look like an idiot. Ugh, the sensation. It looks like she thinks of stranger things than me. I knew it. If we're talking about ice cream, it's got to be chocolate mint, but the one I desire the most is pear flavor. What on earth did that kiss mean to her? Was it bad doing it with me? Whoa, awesome. And then then the anime is actually where the manga is. Like, this episode, I thought this was going to be the best episode. This actually might end up being one of the worst. Like, there's so much good shit in this episode, and then, like, there's so much cut from it. I don't know what they were thinking here. Like, this is awful. And in the anime, like, they're showing, like, when Seiji is saying a cute girl and a cute boy, like, Guri is chomping down on the ice cream, but in the manga, like, Guri has already finished the ice cream, like, and she's sitting down next to Seiji. So, like, I was still hoping we were going to get the kiss between Seiji and Guri. Nope, it ain't happening. And this, of course, this part of the dialogue gets cut as well. They're having a little conversation. Hey, don't say that. But this part is still there. I mean, the stuff about, you know, giving off the ideal couple. Then this gets skipped as well. That's rare of you. Do you like handsome guys? No, the handsome guys I like are the kind that comes into my mind when I think of BL. Yeah, I get it. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Oh, and then what the somehow watching that is dealing damage to my heart, right, Guri? Seiji-san, there's some guys linking there over there. It's the real thing, and then at least that's there. At least they're out of, that part is cut as well, is before that, want to sit over there, Miki-chan? Yeah, tell me if you feel cold, then I'll lend you my jacket. Well, thank you, but Yukon will feel cold then. It's okay, I'd rather freeze than let Miki-chan catch a cold. Yukon, I love you, Yukon. Haha, I love you too, Miki-chan. And then what the somehow watching that is dealing damage to my heart, right, Guri? And then where I'm stopping right now. That's where the anime is actually matching the manga, and I'm just like, I'm sorry this video is so long, but I didn't realize how much the anime is cutting from this manga. It's awful. This was cut as well. She the girl was telling Yukon, how mean, you told me you love me so much. And then Yu says, you must have mistaken me for someone else. And then it goes back, the anime goes back to being manga canon. This was skipped as well, which was, Yukon, who are these women? What's the meaning of this? Have you been going out with all of them? And then this stuff from Seiji was cut as well. Whoa, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Crazy. Maybe Guri showed interest because she knew what kind of guy he was? Whoa, this looks like a soap opera. Nah, she's just a moody person. Like, I wish they would have showed that. That would have been freaking awesome. Yu's line was being cut here. This is what the line was. I treated every single one of you gently. Moreover, weren't you happy that you could go out with a handsome guy like me? Weren't you satisfied with that? And this part of the dialogue was kind of screwy too, which was, what a killjoy. What? I still have other women. Well, I guess I'll part with you here. Let's keep good memories of each other. And then he got slapped, and that was nice. That was a good slap. The you're so cruel, the you're so mean, in the anime's case, you're so cruel was there, but this was cut, which I didn't understand why. Which was, what do you think a woman's feelings are? And then we get the, what the, you bitch. And then, of course, Seiji-kun comes to save the day. I wish this part of the dialogue was there with the women. It wasn't, though. You treated us gently, being happy to go out with someone handsome, keeping good memories of each other. But the rest of it was there, and I love it. This part was skipped, though. I take it back. How wrong you are, you narcissist. Of all the men I've met, you are the lowest. Po, you get it? We're going to make you understand for good. You are going to give us an apology, and then we get the brawl. We get the bloodbath. Don't fuck with a woman's score. Just don't do it. Where was the help me, Guri? That's not fair. Also, like, we're going to twist this. We're going to spread it. We'll also let other women know. At least Seiji had the spread or the safety that was there. At least we should have had another Guri Seiji kiss, but at least we got one. And I love it. But he didn't say you would get. He said you, but he didn't say again because we didn't get the other kiss that should have happened earlier. But at least we got it. Where was the other pissed off women that said say don't show us how you make out? Like, that's not fair. I wanted to see that. That shit would have been funny as fuck. So a lot of dialogue was still skipped. Okay, so such strong women, yeah. That part was skipped. And then Guri, even if you talk so eloquently, you're bringing couples together out of self-interest. You nearly tricked me. But I have a keen eye, don't I? Really? Come to think of it. The notebook! Where's the notebook? I remember holding it when I was hit. Hey, Seiji, over there. Swish. But then they realized what happened. And then what happened, then, Polaris comes and he says, hey, listen to this. Hey, listen to this, please. Earlier, when I was chasing those pigeons, a bald eagle came flying, and I caught him, which is the American national symbol. I was surprised they live in Japan too. What's wrong with you two? And then we see the notebook. Oh, what's with you two? The notebook was burned, and that was the end of chapter 8, and we're going into chapter 9 now. And I really wish they would have just ended the episode with the notebook being burned. In all honesty, like, if they would have just adapted chapter 7 and 8, I would have been happy with it. Because by cutting out, like, the Cholera stuff that happened earlier on in the chapter, like, there was a lot of information that was cut that was kind of important. And a lot of comedy was cut, too. I'm kind of disappointed that the anime just didn't do chapter 7 and 8. It just would have made the most sense to me. I'm curious what you guys think about that, but... they did do part of chapter 9 as well, which I don't understand. Letting the notebook burn to ashes was cut from the dialogue. I don't understand why, but whatever. And this was cut as well from Seiji's little speech here. Why am I the one being blamed here? Apologize. I don't know about the Cupid's business. You're useless. My point is, now... Oh, wait, what is it? Hold on a second, let me make sure. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Polaris's dialogue. Cholera's dialogue. I'm sorry. I thought that was Seiji's dialogue. That's Cholera's dialogue. He was yelling at him. He just said how rude. I was like, what? The fuck? Why did you say that? This is cut as well. Guri and even Akane and Yuzu-chan, our status as a couple will be revoked. And am I maybe going to return to my former ordinary everyday life? If it turns out like this, then thank you very much for reading. I wish they would have had that. It would have been, then thank you very much for watching Love Tyrant or Renai Boukun until now. And please look forward to Mihoshi Megane Sensei's next work. That would have been fucking amazing. That would have been an amazing daydream. And then the anime goes back to the canon here. And then all of this is skipped as well. After leaving that aside, we should worry about losing an item that was gifted to us by the gods. The person in charge may be blamed. That means Guri maybe don't doze off. Even though we're talking about a serious business here, I felt like I saw the last chapter of this manga in my dream. Please try to read the mood a little. That would have been nice to have like Guri say, I thought I saw the last episode of the anime in my dream, or something like that. That would have been hilarious. Well, even if we think about it, there's no helping it. We'll get something that's similar to the Notebook. It's going to be all right. And then where does that confidence of yours come from is there. Now that you say that, I think we've set up a good flag. Anyhow, I don't know what will happen to you guys, and then Cholera's line is there, about, that he's going back to heaven. And Guri is not supposed to be asleep at this point. In the manga, she is actually awake. But I don't understand why the fuck. This episode is really pissing me off so much. But anyway, there's more shit cut. Cholera says, if you worry about a human, you're asking for trouble. If I get angry, it's going to put me into a bad position as the overseer. I'm going to leave the full responsibility to Aino-san. Overseer? Tap, tap, tap. And, again, I'm going to say what this anime should have done. This anime should have just been an adaptation, or this episode should have just been an adaptation of chapters 7 and 8. And ended with the Notebook being burned to ashes. That would have been so much better. Because it would have filled the 20 minutes. There wouldn't have been a need for any filler or anything like that. Because all the content that was cut would have filled the time. I'm just saying. I'm curious if you guys agree with me on that. They didn't show the broadcast. I'm going to read the broadcast that they should have shown. I wish this should have been in the next episode, but whatever. Right now, we've connected to our relay broadcast. Please watch the situation of the interview. Thank you very much that you've assembled us. Very reluctantly, we have to make an announcement to every one of our citizens that cheered us on. Me and the president are getting divorced. we both talked about it, and this conclusion we came to. Oh, they broke up. That was quick. Even though they were a nice and loving couple. Newsflash, the prime minister and the president. That's totally not all right, Guri. That's dirty, Seiji. She's not here. And this is Akua saying, did that woman not come? Hi. Who do you mean by that woman, Akua? That violent woman. Isn't she the only one? The only one isn't quite the right expression. I thought you were going to school together every day. Well, every day. It seems she has morning practice today. Well, maybe she won't come anymore. Did you break up? Well, breaking up is not quite, but why are you so interested? No reason. It's just miraculous that you had a girlfriend. It's just right. It's just right that she broke up with my disgusting brother. Disgusting? By the way, are you okay already? You stayed in bed because of Blue. Ugh! You idiot brother! Don't make me remember such a detestable stuff. That was a dream. That just a nightmare I saw because of Stolas. That reaction. No way. Is she really? And then we get into the anime canon, and the anime gets to the manga canon, and again, like, this is what happens when you don't follow the manga canon and you skip important stuff, because it ends up coming back, and it's just really annoying, especially like because now Akua and Seiji are somewhat close again, so it's kind of like, what the fuck, especially with Colares not being Colares was supposed to be in a good chunk of this episode as well, and he wasn't. It's like, what? And this was skipped as well. No, it can't be. And then, what's that? I knew it. The couple status was revoked. Hold on a second. And we don't get to see Seiji check up on the class rep either, which this does happen. At this time, sorry for the intrusion. Did the class rep come here? Oh, Ainu-kun. Ainu-kun. Why are you closing the door? Well, somehow I got the feeling I shouldn't disturb you. What? Would you stop getting any strange ideas? I was just fixing his necktie. Don't get so blatantly excited, Sensei. Yes. Jeez, boys. So, what do you need from me? I need to talk to you about Akane-san for a moment. Akane? Okay, I'll listen to what you have to say while we return to the classroom. Is Sensei going to be okay? Yeah, he will. Sensei, if you get excited in front of other people again, I'm not going to come and see you anymore. Isn't this a little strict, class rep? Mariku, he has to be taught some manners by me now. Yeah, he has to be taught some manners by me now. Manners? So, are you aware of this, Ainu-kun? Yeah. So, what's this about Akane-san? How does Akane-san appear to you today, class rep? It's like she's avoiding me, like she's giving me the cold shoulder all of a sudden. What happened? Well, it's complicated. I wonder, how should I put it if she treats you coldly, whichever? And then Guri shows up. And Guri is shows up in the anime, but, like, all this stuff is cut, and it's just really getting on my fucking nerves. And, of course, this is skipped as well, which is, whoa, Guri-sensei, this getup, it's extremely cute. Just Guri-chan is okay since I'm a student now. Okay, this suits you so well, it's cute. You're all accepting it pretty quickly, as if you're brainwashed. And then it goes back to the camp. And this is skipped as well, which is what's going on, which is our first victim, the pairing of Prime Minister and President, have announced their divorce this morning. Akane-san as well. Akane-san? See that? That's definitely because of the note. She's not here. If she was, she would have tried to kill you. How strange. Yo. Following after Hiyama-san, you can't even keep your hands off our new idol, Guri-chan? We're breaking off our friendship with you. Hey, it's not my fault. My trust in you, Ainu-kun, has now crumbled to dust. Akane might have dumped you because of that. Class rep. And then we're going to, then the anime starts at, homeroom is starting. And of course, all of this stuff is cut. Because apparently the anime decides not to interact with the rest of the class. Which is, I'd pull back if I was Hiyama-san. Who'd have thought that Aino was a guy like that? He won't even keep his hands off such a young girl. Let's see. This is skipped as well. Even though the notebook is gone, it seems like my everyday life is getting farther and farther away from me. My friends have left me. And Guri's like, yay, school's out. This was skipped too, which was, and I won't, after the homeroom you were just sleeping all the time, that was in the anime, but this wasn't. I won't go on a date. In the end, Akane-san won't come back after this. We've definitely made sure of that. Foo. And that, the foo is there from Yuzu, of course. And Guri's saying, I knew you would come a skipped, as well as, finally even Oni-sama was shocked by your real nature and abandoned you. And Yuzu saying the notebook is gone was skipped as well. And Guri's saying it was burned to ashes is basically there. And Yuzu not saying, so what does that mean in the anime either? Like, what the fuck? Like, this is kind of, the facial expression was perfect for Yuzu, but this is what happened, how it was in the manga. As Guri was going into the convenience store. So Oni-sama and I are not lovers anymore? That maybe... Wait, hey, what does that mean? Isn't this a serious matter? How can you be so carefree? Oni-sama and I aren't lovers anymore? How can I remain sane? Well, that's... Guri-san, huh? Isn't it alright, really? You're just saying that. But actually, you couldn't kiss with me, right? Oh, what's that coming from you all of a sudden? Or rather, we already have the result. We already have other people. And then we get the anime. The anime is back to where the manga is. This was really skipped too. Is he the one you mentioned? Yeah, yes, that's Ainu Seichi-san. He's Greece's. And then she starts laughing. Hey, he's so unskilled, so weak, a bean sprout. He's such an ook. Crap. Basically, an ook is a yaoi term, a submissive partner of a, I think it's a yuke or something like that. Which is a submissive partner of a homosexual relationship. Guri-san, who the heck is she? And then Tiara gets introduced. And then, are they, really including Chapter 10 in here, too? I can't believe this shit. This is the worst. I'm sorry. The stuff that they did adapt, they did really well. But, my God. They should have just done Chapter 7. And they put way too many chapters in this episode. They put way too many fucking chapters in this episode for me. It's really getting frustrating. And I'm sorry that this video is so long. This was skipped too at the beginning of the chapter, which was chapter 10, which was, are you really Cupid? And she says, yep, no matter how you look at it, I'm a juicy angel. I don't know why that was skipped, but whatever. A lot of shit is skipped in this episode, and it's really starting to get on my nerves. Also, this is skipped too, and this was a good opportunity to use, and this is why, they've just tried to put way too much into this episode, too many chapters into this episode, because if they would have done this, if they would have done chapter 9 and 10 in episode 5, that would have been we could have had some really beautiful stuff here, because and this is what was skipped here. Hey, Guri, let's do this. Yes, and it would be better to stop eating so much in front of the convenience store. Heave ho. If you can blossom here, we're going to make and show you a couple. Call on the Cupids, Guri and Tiara, and they transform into their, little angel costumes. And it would have been it would have been nice to see it. Or something like that, get it? Yeah. And then we get into what happened to the, why Tiara's here, which the anime does show. This was skipped too, or this was really fucked up. This is what happened in the manga. And why are you here, Tiara-san? Just passing by. Though I say passing by, I don't mean your balls, all right. That's so vulgar. That's so not funny. It's a joke. A joke, actually. I'm here because I heard that Guri lost her Cupid tool. Hey, you knew about that? It's come on. It's not fair. Also, this was skipped too. Guri and you guys have become a hot topic among the Cupid Circle, or the CC. Since long before, Guri has been an interesting person, but her getting along with humans is something we wouldn't have thought of. Is that so? When on earth did word get around? I'm too scared to ask, right? Yeah. Tug. This person looks like she knows a lot, so why don't we ask her what she meant before? Ah, right. And then the anime or this was skipped too. What if you got something you want to ask me, just do it. And like Tiara's like, all fucking scary and shit. Being roundabout with it, however, makes me extremely sick. And then Yuzu is hiding behind Seiji, and Seiji's like, no, she just wanted to know what you meant when you said I wondered just now. And then she says basically what she said in the anime. This was cut as well. That guy is, hold on a second, where is it? I think it's about Kalaris. Since Kalari-san was worried too, we wondered if there's really no problem. Kalari? That guy is really annoying. He doesn't understand what's going on, and yet the way he's meddling with his arrogant attitude, his face, as much as his behavior make me sick. Oh well, I have no interest in him except for Guri. Or rather, has that guy returned? Good, if I meet him, he'd make me listen to his scolding again. You really hated Kalari-san. Well, an angel who loses her item can't do her work. It's bad, but the couples that are already in a relationship should be okay in some way or another. And then, then the anime goes back to actually doing adapting the freaking manga. But this episode is just really getting on my goddamn nerves. I already told, I'm gonna keep talking about the shit that skipped. So I already told Guri too that nothing will change for you guys in the end. That wasn't because you guys were originally friends. Why not try and confirm it at the main shrine if you're going to go that far anyway, and find out whether or not everyone's separated or not. To check? If that's settled, we should hurry up. Oh, we're gonna do that? Some of it was in the anime, some of the dialogue was not. But anyway, all together now, Shuta. We're searching for a former couple who jumped. Those people are a topic right now. We weren't jumping. We totally came here by foot. Well, I don't remember all the couples I wrote in the past notebook, though. Irresponsible. And Guri's like in her little reporter outfit. I know all the men who were aiming at my Oni-san by heart. That's what Yuzu said. And that's why I was kind of annoyed when the anime skipped all the Yuzu Guri shenanigans, because again, it comes back up. Of course, because you're a stalker, Akane-chan. And doesn't this person seem like... That's right, he's not one of the men aiming for Onisama, but he's Hikita Gofumi, person number 1098, being close to her. In orders, he's the real victim. Clank. And then we're at the manga canon. Then the anime's at the manga canon. And this was kind of cut too, as well. Gofumi? What is it? What do you want? That's your stuff. This is all that I had at your house. See you. And then the anime actually was at the manga canon. I'm sorry, I just wanted to correct it. I didn't even show the rest of the scene. It was really cute, which was me too. I don't want to be separated from you either. Forgive me for arbitrarily throwing away your figurine. I was jealous all along. I'm sorry. What? Is he capturing a criminal? What? Can we make up, please? Yeah, I want to. Gofumi. And then there was the smooch. What the heck is this? Ha! How beautiful. Looks like something out of a romance movie. And then we're at the manga canon. Now the anime's at the manga canon again. For the most part, the rest of the episode when Akane showed up was pretty much perfect. Like, the only thing that was skipped was this. After the I'm not dying, this was cut out, and that kind of annoyed me. Is I'm going to kill that woman, huh? Wait, Akane-san, suddenly showing up to snatch away Seiji-kun from me, you terrible thieving cat. Huh? I don't get what you mean saying something like that all of a sudden. Please obediently let me kill you. Oh, bring it on. I'll accept your challenge. Hey, you two. Akane-san, so something like a child. Seiji-kun, just when did you... What? You misunderstood me. What? You misunderstood that. Wait, you misunderstood that? And then I think that's the rest of it was just about correct. This was kind of skipped too, was when Yuzu was like, Onisama kissed him on her own? Yeah, that's kind of skipped. she's back to the usual Akane-sama skip too. No, see, this person is the same as Guri as a Cupid. He tried to explain it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. But anyway, here's the thing with this episode. This episode really pissed me the fuck off. Like, as I said, I would have been fine with just chapters 7 and 8 adapted. It would have been a perfect episode and ending with the notebook being burned. Then episode 5 should have been episodes 9 and 10 being adapted, and episode 5 being chapters 9 and 10 adapted. And I feel like those that are anime onlys have lost out on so much content, and I don't feel like it's fair to you guys. I'm sorry this video is really long, but I just want to make sure that I cover everything that, or just about everything that was skipped in the anime, because this is supposed to be a manga to anime adaptation, and at times it actually felt like it, but this episode really did not, for the most part, it really did not feel like it. It felt so fucked up. It really did. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel and friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!